Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. Today we're going to look at an application that has been built into macOS for as long as I can remember, and that's Preview. So often overlooked in favour of bigger, jazzier applications such as PDF Pen Pro and PDF Expert, it's easy to forget that you can do a lot with Preview. There's a great deal of functionality available, so we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive on it today to show you exactly what it can do. Now, Preview is used to work with both PDF and image files, and for this screencast, I've just prepped a folder here with some sample files within, so there's a mixture of JPEGs, PDFs, and there's even a GIF file down here as well, which we'll check out soon. Now, to open a file, just double-click on it within the Finder, and it will open to a default view within Preview. So we have a sidebar on the left, which is set to show the thumbnails of each page if it's a multi-page PDF. And then the contents of the file are here in the main window. I'll just close this with Command and W. I'll just explain the reason that double-clicking a PDF automatically opens the file within Preview is because that's the macOS default. Now, if I right-click on this file here and go to Open With, we can see the default is set to Preview. I'll just show you quickly how that default can be changed, because if you're using another application at the moment and you want to switch back to Preview by default, then it's really easy to do. So I'll just right-click on the file again. Now I could select Get Info here in the context menu, but alternatively I could just use a keyboard shortcut, which is Command and I, which I will do. And the information panel for the file appears, and halfway down here we can see the Open With section clearly specifies Preview. I can just click the drop down to change this to another application. And that change would take for this file and this file only. If I wanted to make the change for all PDF files, then I'd need to click Change All. Right, we have the PDF file open, and I'll just run through the different viewing options that we have available. So by default, we have the thumbnails displayed in the sidebar, and if I scroll through the document, it's a continuous scroll. So with each swipe I make, I'll move a little further through the document, and the thumbnail on the left changes to show where I am. If I press Command and up, then I'll go to the top of the page, and Command and the down arrow will take me to the bottom. Now, all of this, of course, can be modified. So if I come up to the View menu, please note all of these options do have keyboard shortcut equivalents displayed on the right. So first, we can hide the sidebar completely, which gives us more real estate if we need to zoom in as we read PDF files. Then I'll press Option Command and 2 to show the thumbnails that were there once more. Then I'll come back up to View, and if your file has a table of contents, then this can be displayed instead of the thumbnails. And below that, we can look at any highlights or notes that we've made. So you can mark up PDF files and images within Preview, which I'll show you in the next section. Below that, we have bookmarks, and I'll cover how to bookmark pages in a PDF later. However, any bookmarks that you've made will be shown here instead of the thumbnails. And then finally, we have a contact sheet view, which is also known as a proof sheet. And if I select that, we can see that it shows this view of all the pages. Okay, Command Option 2 again to bring the thumbnails back. And back to View. So our default scrolling is set to continuous. However, we can show just the flat page on screen. So single page or Command 2, we can see now just shows the page. And I can press the up and down arrows to navigate my way through them. Then the final option here is to have two pages on screen at once. So as I select, the first page is shown on its own, but if I press the down arrow, I can see pages 2 and 3 side by side. And of course, pressing the up and down arrow keys here does nothing. I'm just going to come up and set it back to continuous scroll. There are also a few scale options that you can choose from. So we can see that Zoom to Fit the screen is currently chosen, which maximizes the zoom based on the display. But you can put it back to actual size here, or by pressing Command and 0. Now I'm going to come back up, and I can now revert it back to Zoom to Fit. And I can use the Command and plus and Command and minus keys to zoom in and out.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week. as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.